Good morning. I'm Dr. Ginder, your principal here at Homestead. We're using this video this morning to reach you about a number of topics as we start the school year. It's our hope that your school experience will prepare you for success beyond the walls of Homestead High School. To that end, everything we do, every expectation put in place, every opportunity available to you here is for your benefit. Throughout the year, we'll be asking you to dream big dreams and to be making plans to fulfill those dreams, which should include plans for a post-high school education, plans for work, the military, or combinations of ideas. In advisory, we'll continue to have college and career conversations that might include a plan to attend a university or a trade school after you graduate. Freshmen are in a place where you can reinvent yourself and start new. Use this to your advantage. Established high school students should be putting themselves in a place to earn dual credit, AP credits, or placement at the Anthus Career Center. Our students have tremendous futures in front of them, and all of our teachers and the adults here at Homestead are dedicated to give you every academic advantage possible during your high school years. Your commitment to excellence and to greatness for yourself is the key ingredient to individual success during your years in high school. Mr. Kintz will address a number of things concerning rules and expectations and a few of the major things which you'll need to be aware of as the school year starts. I want to address a couple things here too. School in general, but learning in particular, should have an elevated status in our culture and in our community. How you present yourself here at school matters. It matters today, and it matters in your future. We all know that one cannot judge a book by its cover, but how you dress does matter as it presents a picture of who you really are. People often make their most lasting decisions about us based on simple things. Over the long haul, what really makes the longest and strongest impression in a person's memory is in how we speak. What we say and how we say it matters. Obscene, vulgar, or inappropriate language will not be tolerated anywhere on campus or at school events. This means hallways, restrooms, classrooms, athletic fields, everywhere. Please respect the work of our custodial and cafeteria staff as well. Our returning students have set the tone by picking up after themselves, grabbing loose trash in the hallways, or by letting an adult know when something needs fixed. Our school looks great, and that's a direct reflection on us as participants in the life of the school. Taking care of our school, the parking lot, playing fields, cafeteria, and classrooms also shows that we honor those who work here to keep it clean. Lastly, and I know you've heard this from many sources, choose your friends, activities, and the ways in which you spend your energy wisely. Think about it. Don't give up on what you want most, which is a great future, for what you want now, which might not mean anything tomorrow. Have a great day, Spartans.
Hello, I'm Mr. Kintz, one of the assistant principals here at Homestead, and I'm going to address a few of our policies here at school. Attendance and tardies, timeliness to class, practice, work, life, all mean something. Being on time means being dependable and mature. Someone you can count on. Take pride in being to class on time, as well as any appointment during the day you have with teachers or coaches. It speaks volumes about your character. As always, tardies will be counted and discipline will be assigned when you reach the limit of 5. Tardies do reset at the beginning of each semester. Tardy sweeps will be conducted as well. Our hall should be void of distraction during class time from bell to bell. Distractions to others during this time due to a student's tardiness to class are disrespectful to peers and teachers. Have respect for others' time and the opportunity to receive a great education. Students receive 10 parent excuses per year. They do not reset at the semester. Please be mindful to monitor the number of days you miss from school and check periodically in Power School. Absences beyond the 10 parent excused absences in a school year will be considered unexcused and treated as truancies unless excused by a written note from a physician. Parking and driving. All students are expected and will be accountable for having proper parking tags placed on their rear view mirrors. Expect that these will be checked and make sure to park in properly designated areas. Do not park in no parking zones or in staff lots. Doing so will result in one warning, and then if a second infraction occurs, loss of driving privileges. Keep in mind, chronic offenders will have their vehicle towed. If your vehicle is towed, there is a long drive to retrieve it, as well as a substantial towing fee. Student athletes and co-curricular participants found to be in violation of possession of drugs or alcohol, vape pens and juuling devices, using drugs or alcohol, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol, will not only be at risk of being expelled from school, but also lose the opportunity to participate and/or attend any Homestead High School sponsored events for the length of 2 semesters. If this is a chance that you think is worth taking, please don't consider becoming a member of one of our teams. Homestead wants and respects students willing to pay the price to be a Spartan. All students should read and understand the new electronic smoking device policy regarding discipline. A first offense will cost you a stiff fine by the court along with out-of-school suspension. A second offense is an automatic recommendation for expulsion. These devices will not be tolerated on any of Southwest Allen County campus or property. Dress code. Please dress in appropriate attire each and every day. Your education should be taken seriously, and inappropriate attire worn while attending school is a distraction to your peers and staff members. Provocative clothing in a school setting as well as in the professional setting is generally not tolerated. Expect to be addressed and sent to the discipline office if the attire you choose for the day does not meet the dress code standards. Ladies, please remember that yoga pants, leggings, tights, etc. must be covered by a dress or skirt that extends to your fingertips while your arms are extended towards the floor. Leggings, yoga pants, tights, etc. may not simply be covered by a top of fingertip length. Dressing in this manner will be considered a dress code violation. All cell phone offenses will require a 24-hour hold on the phone. This means if you happen to have your phone confiscated by school staff, your parent or guardian may not pick up the device until the following morning. If your cell phone is confiscated on a Friday, your parent or guardian will not be able to pick it up until the following Monday. Refusing to turn a phone over to any staff member for a cell phone violation is an automatic day of in-school suspension. Furthermore, if you then refuse to turn the phone over to an administrator, you will be sent home out of school suspended. Also, keep in mind that all cell phones are to be turned off during any test, quiz, exam, or final. If you are seen with your phone out during any type of examination, you will receive a 0. Please take care to be responsible with your phone. A few words regarding smartwatches. Students will be required to remove and store all smartwatches and any other device capable of accessing the internet prior to any assessment per teacher direction. Students may be asked to place smartwatches and other electronic devices under their chair, in their book bag, or other safe location during an assessment. If the student refuses to do so or attempts to hide the device from the teacher, the student will receive a 0 on the assessment and will be assigned discipline for willful disobedience, resulting in 1 day of ISS. Attendance at detentions. In the event you are assigned to detention and fail to attend, expect to be assigned community service during the same time period the following week. If this is going to be an inconvenience for you, please take the time to evaluate what is most important for you, being to class on time or missing after-school activities or personal events due to not being on time during the school day. Finally, look out for one another. Camaraderie and tolerance were some of the most highly regarded qualities I witnessed by Spartans when I first started working here several years ago. I continue to brag about even more today. I have preached time and time again to friends and colleagues about how Spartans not only look out for one another, but also are accepting of every team, club, or group that exists here. Being a Spartan to me means giving everything you have to make your parents and peers proud, but most of all, yourself. Best of luck on a great year, Spartans. Be humble, observant, tolerant, respectful, and show your pride.
Welcome back, Spartans. I'm Mrs. Summers, an assistant principal here at Homestead. I hope you had a great summer, my favorite season of the year, and are ready to take your next steps on the path toward reaching all of the personal and professional goals you have for the future. It does not matter if this is your first year of high school or your last. It is important to embrace the high school experience for what it is, an opportunity to learn what you are good at and what you love to do, a place to discover career options that fit your interests and gifts, and an opportunity to gain the knowledge and skills that you will need to fulfill your dreams. I want to talk about a great opportunity many of you have to earn college credit in some of your classes this year. These courses are called dual credit classes. Dual because they not only count toward your high school diploma, but can also count as college credits that go toward job certifications, higher military rank for new enlistees, and 2- or 4-year college degrees. If you are sitting in a dual credit class this semester, your teacher will be giving you the college details during the first week of school. Sign up and instructions and the links to the forms you will need are in your Canvas class of 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022 groups. Not sure what you want to do with your life after high school? Start thinking about the answers to these questions. What skills come to me naturally and what challenges me in a good way? How can I use those skills to make a living? What do I do that engages my full attention so that the time spent just flies by? What would the people who know me best say that I am good at? What gets my blood boiling? What is a problem in the world that I would love to fix? Celebrate each rewarding moment and accomplishment you have during this school year, big and small. Then reflect on what specifically about that experience gave you confidence or joy, and think about how that self-awareness can help guide you to your personal dream job in the future. Seeking out the answers to these questions, wanting to discover your place in the world, and being curious about how the skills and knowledge you are gaining in each and every class can help you to achieve your after-graduation goals will give you purpose. The quality of your high school experience will grow exponentially if you make having a purpose a priority this year. Other quick tips that will help you to have a great year: be organized, set a study schedule and stick to it, eat well, get enough sleep, and care about the quality of the work you do. Those who give their best effort in everything they do and who never give up when the going gets tough are successful, not only in high school, but in their careers and their personal lives. Strive to build those good habits, find your purpose, and this will be your best year of school yet.
Hello, my name is Mr. Zwers, one of the assistant principals. I want to talk briefly about opportunities. Homestead provides more opportunities for students than any school they've ever visited, worked for, or attended. From Project Lead the Way to cadet teaching to legitimately being in competition for a state title as a band member or athlete, to running a radio station or even making jewelry. You can even train to be a chef, electrician, nurse, police officer, or aircraft mechanic, all within your 4 years as a Spartan. As teachers and administrators, it is our job to put each student in the best position to access these opportunities. As students, all you need to do is take advantage of them. I spoke with a recent graduate who told me that as a Homestead student and senior experience member, she had accumulated 38 credits and would start college as a sophomore. She beamed as she explained how she could focus on taking classes in her major area of interest rather than the typical classes that all college freshmen must take. Her parent commented that Homestead had saved them over $40,000 in college tuition, room, and board. A speaker once came to a high school like ours and asked the students to raise their hands if they planned to go to college, either a 2- or 4-year program. Almost all the hands in the auditorium went up. He then approached several who had hands up and asked them why they planned to go to college, and he received several blank stares like, "I'm not really sure." Another student said, "Because that's what we're supposed to do." And still another few answers that basically amounted to, "Get a good job so I can earn a nice salary." Nothing about learning or going deeper in discovery of a field or an idea that interested them. He then tried to get them to understand the difference between a job that one may be able to accomplish but isn't very satisfying or enjoyable, and learning about and doing more of what one enjoys and getting paid to do so. That path looks different for everyone, but the point is to find that path. So my challenge to you is to take advantage of the many opportunities HHS offers. It is my hope that you keep trying new things until you discover what really floats your boat. For some, that success may eventually look like attending a traditional 4-year college, but for others, that may mean learning a skill while in high school now so that when they graduate from Homestead, they'll move right into a field that will pay them to do what they really enjoy doing. Because, after all, isn't that what success is all about? Have a great year, Spartans.
Welcome back, Spartans. We hope you are ready for the terrific school year that lies ahead. I'm Mrs. Bay, one of your assistant principals. This year, I'd like to challenge each and every one of you to identify your passion. What are your interests? What defines you? When you realize what that is, stand tall, be proud, and find others who have that same interest. We have probably 200 to 300 of you who have already begun to work with a group of students who have the same interests as you: music, athletics, clubs. We can't stress enough, students, to get involved in a group. Find another reason beyond academics to come to school and another reason to be proud of being a Spartan. As we continue to focus on respecting ourselves, respecting others' individuality, respecting the building, and all who make Homestead High School great, let's build new relationships, make every day count, and start strong to finish strong.